Okay, my good people's final video for this morning. Let's cover YBIT. Okay, as you probably know, Bitcoin is running. Bitcoin is breaking out. Let me pull up a chart in my Thinkorswim. Let me get it. Here is BTC. Now that I said that, it's making me wait. Come on. Don't be shy. Whoops, I put the wrong. In Thinkorswim, you have to put a backslash on anything that's futures oriented. Okay, so let's get it on here. So you can see that Monday, we got back into this over 60, which we needed to do, right? Then we got up in the 66, 67, and now we're up in the high territory, right? We're up in the 71, so 74 is the all-time high. Let's do 180 days. And now you can see the data, right? You can see this bull flag, and you can clearly see this breakout, right? When you had the down decline here. So what we want to do is we want to move up here to 74 and test the other height. Assuming we get there, then we could consolidate a little, possibly in the 71 to 75 range, and then break on out. Or it could run right up here past it, come back and test the 74.14, sort of the breakout line. So one way or the other, it's looking very positive. This looks kind of like a flagpole where it's consolidating, especially when I move in here, in a 1 day, 1 minute, right? I see this surge at night, right? This was the daytime. And we've got a couple of, and now we're bull flagging, waiting for the regular trading time, right? Even though it's on a 24-hour basis. So we'll find out. We could break back down, but it's looking pretty positive. Everything I see on the BTC charts and I see on others. So let's add a BITO to this and take a look. Right? We don't have to worry about YBIT. We want that to do well. But we see a very similar thing. Now here, we're not trading in the off hours necessarily, right? Not to the extent that certainly that BTC is, because that's a 24-hour vehicle. So you see the surge up here to 28.47, I think we closed at. And then this stuff started to happen in the overnight, right? So right now we're showing at a pre-market almost 29, right? So BITO's running. Good news, bad news is that'll cap us a little bit on our weekly, but we should do well on our synthetics. So just to recap, BITO was up. Oh, I feel like I got to sneeze. 28.47, up 4.59%, and we were up 3/4 of that, right, at 3.18. So we're starting to trade with it more, even though we've got a little capping. But that synthetic 36 gives us a lot of room to run, right? If anything, I probably would have done the 33 or something like that, but it gives us a lot of headwind, especially out to 621, which was really 4 weeks ago, I think, from the last Friday. I didn't do the perfect math, but that seems like, well, is it? Let me look on my calendar. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's like 5 weeks out there. So a little over a month. And it's certainly the 3rd Friday of June, so that sets it up for expiration, right? You always have your majors, and that's why they go to these, because the most volume is the third Friday of the month, and that's where the major volume is, even though there's a lot of weekly expiration options that are played. So let's go and finish this out. So no new shares were bought. We're still there. Not much in the way of cash, really. Not much change. So would like to see some volume come in here. I think there's been a fair share of, the BITOs and the Maxis and YBTC. So there's a few competitive, although like Maxi's been around, what does it pay, 15 cents or something, but it's had decent appreciation. Anything that's been around for a while has seen Bitcoin really move, right? And we could be very close to breaking new all-time highs. So let's see what transpires there. If so, this looks pretty good. All right, let's jump over to our holdings. Here, we're behind in our synthetic, but only because we chose a 36. We're way out there, right? So we're moving up, and this is dropping down, because as we move up above 28, run into 29, right, the numeric here means at 29 it's only $7 under, right? So you want your puts to start decreasing in value, because we sold them for a nice profit when we sold them. It's just if we had to buy them back today, we're still in the hole. Okay. And look here, this 28, right? We sold this thing for 126,800. Through all of our contracts. Well, now it's up to 96 cents. So to buy it back, we'd have to spend 304, right? So we start losing when we cap and run past these. And I mean, in all honesty, we could go to 30 to 31. We would start really making it up on our synthetic. And we're pretty far ahead of the game, but I'm not sure we're going to win any money in the short call income, which is what they pay with. But since this is the first payout, so here's this described, right? This 126 cash to keep on weeklies if we stay below 528. Well, good luck with that, right? We're only 2.8. Well, I take that back. We're already, we just went past it. I didn't update this, right? So we're 1.65 out of the money, which means we've run past the 28, right? So we're really negative out of the money, which in other words, we're in the money, right? But normally in the money is when you're talking about calls and all the rest. So we don't want to be in the money, right? We want to be below this 28 in order to capture it. And YBIT also should get updated. Sorry about that, guys. So we're over 20. One big strike. I don't particularly like that. We are testing a breakout at 27, right? And we've broken out. So this is all doing well. I see this easily. Well, I shouldn't say easily. I see this running up to 33. I really don't see a reason that BITO won't come up here and run to 33 and ultimately higher. So there's clearly a breakout. It's just a question of how quickly. Does this run up another 29, 29.50 and then come back and test the 27, where it consolidated and hesitated to break out? So it's very possible. It's so hard to predict, other than the fact if it stays, if it confirms and runs up today and closes above 27 and doesn't lose a lot, which is already 28.47, right? So if it closes above 27, it's pretty much a done deal that has confirmed the breakout. Still, if it did break down, that would be a negative, but it looks pretty positive. So what do we have? Let's not spend a lot of time beating around the bush here and giving you all the little accounting stats. Let's just go to the key stuff. We'll do one more thing on the holdings. I just updated these last couple I didn't really go back and fill everything in. Would like to see them spread this out. If anybody buys in, I'd like to see them write some bigger calls out at 30 or something. Other than that, I can't really fault the fund manager. They have very small share count, which means they can pay out a lot of money, right? So we're setting very nicely. Again, I used April and May, even though we're not in June, and I just total April and May down here. So the whole purpose of this last column is just to total those numbers. This case, I'm not totaling shares, right? But the rest of the stuff I'm totaling. So we're killing it on the synthetic income. We're down to only a 34-cent loss, but I expect that some of this gain in here, another 120 something of this or 108 of this is going to go away. We're going to lose all that. And it might cost us 300,000 or more, and then we're going to be back to a 50 or 60 cent loss here, and then our money's going to look good over here, because that would mean that we're going to run up to 29, and all they have to do is come in here and sell some more of this to make money, right? So that wouldn't be too difficult for them to take some more money if they start to run bigger. But for the most part, they've taken most of that money out, right? So with the 36, I did errantly say that they could come over and just take money. The only way they're going to put more money in is sell more. So they need people to buy the shares. And then when they buy this call, because it's still underneath, for 20-something cents, they can sell the put. But they've got to get this then to 36 so it doesn't ultimately hurt them. But if it just keeps moving up and they get money in, that's probably what they're going to do. They're going to continue selling calls, and that puts money in the piggy bank, right? Or sorry, buying calls and selling puts. So that's why they positioned it at the 36. So they've captured all of that money, and so we're eligible now in 2 weeks plus 3 weeks to a $2 plus distribution. This could be a nice distribution on a $20 fund. Okay, that's all I got. I wanted to move through this quickly. This market can wear you out. I'm all excited about GDXY opening up today. I'm watching Coney and Misty. Misty's just a fireball with BTC, and Coney is super capped. Okay, guys, that's what I got for you. So Bruce signing out. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. It's for fun and entertainment. Have a great day, whether you're watching the stock markets, whether you're going to work, whether you're golfing, whether you're hanging with your kids, taking them to school. Have a great day. See ya. Bye.